right, what up, peoples? This is the Corner Store Podcast, episode number 26. We got myself, Eric, and Phil. How y'all doing, fellas?
Good, good. You know what it is.
What up, boy? What's
Shit, I'm
good?
good, man. Shit, the biggest thing in the news, man.
Correct.
And we got these ultra patriotic citizens storming the Capitol. How y'all feel about that?
You go first, then.
I seen you commenting on Facebook about it. Man, look, dude, we already know it's a double standard in this country. We know what to expect from the government in terms of
I'm
response to black people and response
okay.
to white people. I'm not surprised by it. I think those same people don't take into consideration what other countries look at our country as being since that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what can be said about it other than making comparisons to what we saw from other movements in the Capitol, and how certain people was treated, and now this thing that happened with the the dominant race. And obviously, they didn't even really care. So I mean, I see they taking action to litigate against people, and people who was associated with it losing their jobs and all of that kind of stuff. But the fact that they could be there and do that is is an issue, is the real issue. So
Yeah, it's a clear double standard. How they kind of treated these folks this past Wednesday and Black Lives Matter over the summer with the whole looting and peaceful protests. Let me add that in. So it wasn't all just looting and rioting, but yeah, it's a clear double standard. But the way I looked at it was this wasn't black people's fight as far as storming the Capitol to trying to save democracy, trying to save Donald Trump's presidency, to try to keep them from certifying the electoral process. But yeah, I mean, to me, it wasn't a black person's fight. So it was kind of interesting just to kind of see how the police kind of treated them. I saw a cop taking a selfie with like one of the rioters. I thought it was
right,
interesting. A guy would just had his foot laid up on Pelosi's desk. A guy
yeah,
took like her podium. So yeah, it was. I never thought I would actually see this type of day. I mean, you see this stuff in movies, man. Olympus has fallen, stuff like
right.
that you'll see. So, but yeah, I mean, it's clearly a double standard. I mean, I think that my theory is that this didn't happen overnight. This was a thing that kind of brewed for like the past like 8 to 10 years. I mean, I blame Obama. I blame Hillary Clinton. I
Because they
blame
was
the
at office the other day on Wednesday, right?
no. As
You
far
can't
as
blame
far as
nobody but the people who did that shit. Rob, stop bringing up old shit.
I blame Obama, Hillary Clinton, the cable news media, and the DNC.
I would like to know how you want to blame an unseated president and an unseated uh, wannabe president
Okay.
to the Capitol being stormed by white extreme right conservatives.
Well, okay, Obama, the way he campaigned in 2008, he campaigned like he was Bernie Sanders, but throughout his presidency, he governed like he was George W. Bush or Ronald Reagan. He was pretty much a president for Wall Street and not Main Street. So the reason why we do have Donald Trump is because of Obama's failed policies towards the working man, towards the union person. So and with between Hillary and Trump, Hillary thought she had the election in the bag. I mean, she chose not to campaign in certain places. She wouldn't give any tangible policies. And as far as Trump winning, he won because of the Rust Belt. He actually gave those people hope, a reason to like vote for him. I mean, he told those folks, "I will bring your jobs back from overseas." Um, these politicians, they're so crooked. They have these bad trade policies. That's why your jobs went overseas. So at least he gave them something to vote for. But Hillary, unfortunately, she didn't do that. So that's why I blame Hillary, because she didn't give any type of tangible reasons of why people should vote for her. As far as cable news, they constantly gaslight people, as far as Bernie, instead
Oh,
of
you blame
covering.
Bernie too?
No, I'm not blaming
Oh,
Bernie. I'm
oh,
blaming cable news
okay.
because I mean I was a Bernie guy. I was a Bernie bro, but instead of covering a Bernie Sanders campaign rally, they chose to just put it on an empty Trump podium just to sit the camera there, just to wait for Donald Trump to like go up and talk to his folks. So but yeah, I mean the media, they was a total, failed a failed state as far as the way that they conveyed the appropriate messages that us people should be knowing about, but they constantly gaslight us. They constantly give us red herrings. And as far as the DNC, they was in the bag for Hillary. They was constantly tipping everything in her favor. Anything that happened in regards to possible sexism or they perceiving sexism, they would blame Bernie Bros, and it was just this big divide. I mean, I know Bernie is not a Democrat. Yes, he's an independent who caucused with the Democrats, but they were just so standoffish as far as the way that they treated Bernie. So and they pretty much was just colluding behind the scenes with making sure that Hillary was to get the nomination. And of course, we found this out from the WikiLeaks that came out as far as the whole emails that was going out talking about Bernie and making sure that they propped up Trump in the media so that way he could win the Republican nomination, and then Hillary can go up against him, and then she had like a 90% chance of winning. So they was pretty much kind of playing that type of long game, but unfortunately it didn't work out for them. So but
Right.
yeah, like those events kind of led up until what happened, this past Wednesday.
Okay. Here's the direct irony in what you're saying right now. When we talk about the state of the black community, and we talk about all of the things that have happened in the past and what we should do now in order to affect change, your answer is always it's up to us, meaning we need to hold ourselves accountable for our own actions.
Yeah, of course we do.
So you are completely going against what you said because you don't want to hold the actual people responsible who did it. You can't can you can
I'm just giving
you
you.
can say all of those wonderful things, which I don't necessarily disagree with, because I mean typically, we all go into the election feeling that there's pretty much it's product placement. These people are
Mhm.
placed in these positions for a long game, like you mentioned. We all kind of go into the elections kind of feeling that way. It just got proved this time that time around, but ultimately you're saying that it's somebody else's fault that these crazy white people went to the Capitol and ran up in the White House. You can't do that. You can't use that as a premise for your argument, and then when it's a different subject, change the premise. You being
I'm not.
inconsistent.
I,
Yes, you.
I'm not absolving those people for what they did. Yes, it's personal responsibility. You shouldn't be going up to the Capitol and disrupting or destructing government property and putting politicians in danger. You
Okay,
right.
but
So right
you're saying the failure,
now,
someone else's failure led up to this, is
I'm
what you're
just
saying.
giving you the psychology of why these people would do something like that.
I don't think so. I don't think that has anything to do with it. To be
You,
perfectly
it
honest,
has nothing to do with
I
it.
don't think it has anything. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
Specifically, well, I won't say specifically. What I will say is this: when Trump got in office, the general consensus was that all of the racists in the country now have a voice for themselves. They can now come out of the closet and speak and say and do and feel what it is that they've been feeling behind closed doors all of this time throughout history. Would you agree or disagree with that?
You saying since Trump been elected, like these
Yeah.
people feel like they could come out and say anything that they want? I mean, they was doing it under
No,
Obama.
no, no, no. Not say what they want, but to a degree, yeah, say what they want. But to a more open, to a greater degree now, so because they have someone who's a voice for them, who that they can believe in. You say he gave them hope, right?
Not hope in a white supremacist fashion. I was talking about hope as far as economic hope, as far as because these people are losing their
Really?
jobs.
So you think those people who are up there who were at the Capitol were people who are losing their jobs?
No,
I
that ain't.
I
And
don't
I'm
think.
glad I'm back in. Let me jump in there.
Okay.
No, let me get some say, y'all. I was over here steaming in the store, y'all. I'm, I'm being satellite today, but I'm here, y'all.
All
I
right, go ahead.
just, I agree with Phil totally. He's their beacon. They like, they make sure they feel that they can say shit. You said they were saying shit with Obama. They wasn't this reckless, dude.
Right.
They wasn't this reckless
No,
out
no,
here.
listen. While Obama was giving a speech in front of Congress, one of the guys told Obama, "You lie out loud." So,
Yeah, but
like,
that was a
it was.
congressman.
I know.
Right, and that's a politician. We
That's a
talking about
politician.
just your average white Joe that's out here
If an elected
riding
official
around
can do
with
that
the
to a sitting,
Confederate flag, but they ran around with Confederate flags. And hey, look, when Obama was in office, see, you ain't had nobody storming the Capitol, dude. It was like four, maybe five black people in that whole group, but they was out there on bullshit. They was out there, this Facebook I'm really reading, some intelligence stuff too. I feel the same way most people feel. We came out and voted. We really voted. We won. We really showed a difference. And
wait,
yeah,
we won. Who won? Who won?
well, the
We.
Democrats won. I'm not gonna say we like that. The
Let him
Democrats won.
finish his point. Stop interrupting him. Go on,
But
E.
they did that. They did that. We went out, voted. That's what we did. We went out, voted. I mean, people that don't vote at all was out there voting. People that ain't voted in their life. They made a difference because they got tired of this fascist dude that's in the White House. So white folks got mad because all of a sudden, for the first time, they lost something.
Right.
They thought they had a sure thing. They don't know what it's like to not have something, or feel like you've been cheated in something. So they
So,
lost their fucking mind.
E, as a black man, do you think the Democratic Party speaks for you? I mean, because like moments ago, you said that, yeah, we won. Like, are you really aligned with the Democratic Party?
I still stay on the sidelines, but I knew we had to have a change. I knew
A
we had to have a
change.
change. Yeah.
Okay, well,
In
it's
leadership.
funny.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Well, to my point, before you get back into your
His
bag,
rant.
right?
His rant.
Let's be
I'm not
clear.
ranting. I'm not ranting. I'm very calm. I'm talking
let's
to y'all
be
regular.
let's be clear about something. When Obama was in office, and I am not a fan of his policies or his period of being in the office, other than the fact that I think he spoke really well. He represented uh
That is
people.
so condescending. As a black
What?
man,
What?
he can't speak in an eloquent fashion.
I said he spoke really well. I didn't say he can't. It's a lot of people who can speak. Hell, I can speak really well, but I don't speak on a political level with the
Eloquency.
with the eloquence that he did. But more
Right.
so,
Right.
when I say a speak, I don't mean necessarily his language, but his composure. But
Right.
anyway, my point is this: when he was in office, you didn't have Karens out here calling the police on little girls on the stoop. You didn't have all of these activities being reported so frequently from a racial standpoint
Exactly.
because white people, and I'm sorry to say it, white people, but y'all was in the house. Y'all kept y'all business private. Trump got elected, and now, oh hell yeah, we could come outside now.
Fuck
That's
these
what
niggas.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's what
outside.
happened.
I
And
mean,
you
That's why I
know,
said he was there
it's
beacon
time
of
for them to
light.
go back in the house, and they ain't ready for curfew.
I mean, for one, all Karens ain't Trump supporters. I mean, some of them are like those, pumpkin spice latte liberals.
Damn.
That's
Okay.
you know what that's true.
I,
That's true
I
to a
like that.
degree.
I like that. I like that.
I won't completely disagree with that, but that was just an example. It's been a great deal of increased boldness in terms of Caucasians, and they're feeling like they can confront black people about stupid shit and just be racist about shit. Let's just be honest. They feel emboldened over the last 4 years. So now it's time for them to go back into go back in the house with all of that. It's curfew, and they don't want to go back in the house. So now they arguing at the front steps. That's all it is.
Yes, I mean, yes, it is true that yes,
Right.
them
Y'all gotta
that,
go in. I agree with that. I love that one.
right.
It's time for y'all to go back in the house with all that bullshit. We not finna have it. And they like, nah, I like showing my ass or showing my true colors. I say that.
Yes. Because
Right.
I guarantee you, if you sat and had conversations with the majority of those people, these are the same people who, you know what I'm saying, don't agree with Obamacare, but they're perfectly fine with the Affordable Health Care Act.
Right, it's the same damn thing. Right.
Exactly my point. They
It's
don't
all
know
about the language, right?
it's all
Yeah.
about the language. So these people, they don't know what that. If you have a strong political conversation with these people, they not listeners. They
Yeah.
don't really know what's going on. They just see a movement and want to be part of it because it's racist.
I mean, okay, it is an issue with them weaponizing their fear of so-called black men if they feel, like threatened in like Central Park, when your dog is unleashed. I mean, that is a problem. But under Obama, did we not have like a whole bunch of police killings and like Obama's Justice Department didn't do anything about it?
You know what? Police killing black folks has always been the
It
status
has
quo.
always happened,
It's
yes.
just now
Yeah.
been, more attention's being brought to it because of, the
The Black
repercussions.
Lives
Yeah,
Matter movement.
movement. That's kind of brought everything to the
The Black
forefront.
Lesbians Matter movement.
The Black Lesbians Matter movement. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You knew that was coming. But I mean, even still, this is why I don't particularly care for either party, because it's one party's job to hush everything, and the other party's job is to not give a fuck about anything. So I don't particularly subscribe to either one of them, and I've always
now,
been, what I'm saying, that's always been my stance.
now here's the true irony as far as the Democrats win in Georgia now that they got majority in the Senate, the House, and they got the presidency. Now, at least for 2 years,
No
they
excuse.
they are forced to deliver on their promises. Like
They got to. They
they
got
they
to.
they no longer have Trump to blame for like anything now. So, well, yeah, like the next
I
two
got
years
you with
is
everything we
going to be
want.
interesting.
We should
Yeah,
get. Yeah, everything we should really,
right,
everything, all the promises and things of that nature. It's like, well, nothing holding you back now.
exactly. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
The only
yep.
thing holding them back now is the fact that they can't do that shit. Most of the shit we want is undeliverable anyway. So yeah, I mean, honestly, they should already be talking about a second stimulus package to follow up to this little package that went out.
Oh, did y'all get paid?
I finally did. Yeah.
I didn't yet. I think
I,
she
I
did.
got I got $140.
Damn, you made too much money, bro.
I think they're going
That
bad like the last tax return. So I actually
Yeah.
had a
he
good year because of overtime.
he's a
He's
Rob is
part
in
of the
that category. He's with the red tie movement, guys.
yeah,
But
that's what it is. He's upper class.
In the 90s and the early 2000s, you was going that way too, bro.
yeah, but sometimes it's rough at the top.
Man.
But I don't forget where I came from, you bastard. If you want to just find some shit. Nah, but y'all, I really like when I saw that the other day, man. Like Mr. You said, it reminded you of a movie. It truly did.
Yeah.
Like I'm just sitting there watching the news. Like they're really out here. I mean, clown. Like they in the they in the Capitol building clowning.
Right. And the police hardly gave any pushback. But like, did y'all see the video of like the woman dying? She was trying to climb through like a window, and one of the cops had like shot her in the chest. She was
Nah, I heard about her.
Yeah, she
That,
was a like an Air Force veteran. She had like 4 tours in the Middle East.
And she ain't no better than to try to climb into the Capitol windows.
Now,
exactly.
now
Exactly.
in the specific area that like she was trying to get into, like the politicians were literally better like barricaded in that area, so that's why the
Right.
cop likely
So
shot
she
her.
ain't get what she deserved in. She got what she deserved in, right? That's what was supposed to happen, wasn't it?
I mean, he did his job.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, it's sad.
But
We lost somebody.
if it was black
All of
people,
them
I
would've
feel
been
that everybody would have been doing their job.
Everybody
Right.
would have been dead.
right. I mean, how come he just won't comply? I mean, that's like it's like the number one thing that they say. So
That whole front row of people who rushed would have all been dead.
right.
They'd have shot him.
Right.
And it'd have been a fucking massacre. And no matter what nobody say, no matter how hard it is to believe it, it would have been a fucking massacre if there was black people that ran up on the White House like that. They wouldn't have hesitated.
Yeah,
They wouldn't have fucking hesitated.
It ain't even that they wouldn't have hesitated. It's just their natural reaction to want to kill us. They just saw that and it was like, oh shit, kill him. That's what we supposed to do. Just kill him.
But that's why I stay my black ass away from stuff like that. So
yeah, facts. It's sad, about the loss of life. Obviously, we don't want to see people die, representing what they believe in. But at the same time, when it's a double standard like that, the expectation is that if you rush a government facility like that, you're gonna be put down. And so if you felt the emboldened enough as a white nationalist to run up on your capital talking about we pay for this is our capital.
I mean, technically they are right.
They are right, but you didn't know damn well if you smart enough to know that you right and that is your capital, you should be smart.
You know damn well not to go up there and climb up no fucking wall.
Right. Yeah, you're so right. You're so right about
That's
that.
just like running into the police station with a gun and talking about
right, you niggas looking for me?
My taxpayer. My
with
taxes
me.
pay for your salary.
Right,
exactly.
I'm trying to hear that shit.
Yeah.
So
all right. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's funny because I actually was at work and I didn't even know about it until I got home. Actually, my daughter told me in the car. She's like, Phil, you been watching the news? I'm like, no. I turned it on. They turned to talk radio. They talking about storming the Capitol. I'm like, and of course they over dramatize it because it really was a storm in the Capitol. They just ran up in there on some bullshit.
I don't know, man. They had ropes and climbing all up there. I thought I was watching Indiana Jones.
But they wasn't going in there shooting at people.
I thought I was watching World War Z.
Oh. Yeah, it looked like, dude, it was just they were climbing up there. Dude, you got the special forces, the officers. They got their guns. They barricaded the doors. They got their guns pointed out because these dudes look like they finna walk in, and which they did. I mean, you go on a congressional house floor,
right?
Dude, that's you ain't supposed to be up in that shit, y'all.
Hey, it was funny how the media was trying to bait some NBA players as far as to like get their reaction towards it. I remember Joel Embiid, he was like, I don't know what happened. I was asleep. And they asked James Harden, he was like, "Oh, I don't know what happened." so the NBA players are definitely on code as far as not trying to give their like official take on it.
Now LeBron,
technically, Embiid and James Harden really was probably asleep. Them two niggas,
right? Harden was probably drunk and high.
You know what? Let me talk about LeBron. Just because Loeffler lost the election in Georgia, that emboldens him to like take her team away from her.
Good.
Why should she sell her WNBA team? Like why?
Because she don't represent Atlanta.
Okay, what is Atlanta?
Atlanta is what it is, and she don't represent it.
No. What is Atlanta? I want you on record. What is Atlanta?
The city of Atlanta
is the Wakanda of the South.
of America.
The Wakanda
it's the Wakanda of America.
No, for real. It is. And it's like...
It's not white people that live in Atlanta?
Yeah.
No,
but it ain't white people that...
white people, but... Go ahead, Phil.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was saying, it's white people there, but it's more like our Mecca. It's more of a black city. Everybody knows that. So
how many?
Go ahead.
How many black players on that team?
What team?
On the WNBA team.
It's probably mostly 90%. Why?
Right. And as an owner, does she represent them people politically?
You could say it about the regular NBA.
We ain't talking about the regular NBA. We're talking about the WNBA.
But the regular NBA do hold it. No, the regular NBA do be holding down. What these players are saying and stuff. Now, I love the way they get on their knees and like had to protest again to somewhat like what the hell going on?
Come on, I mean the whole bubble, dude. The whole bubble was all about representation, miss.
Right, them owners with that.
Them owners
No,
might
that the
still be
owners.
on some bullshit
Trust
behind
me.
closed doors, but
Trust
they
me.
ain't doing it out in
Right.
public.
Okay,
Right.
I'll give
I
you
mean,
that, but they're not gonna get caught like the old Clippers owner.
even
They know better now.
Even Donald Sterling, he shouldn't have been forced to sell his team. He shouldn't have been forced to sell his team because, for one, he was recorded illegally, and whatever he said during those recordings, it's not like he was like not telling the truth. I mean, I didn't think it was racial. I mean, this guy's it was like worth several $billions, and what he said to that woman was, "I give these players homes, I pay their salaries. Why do these black players gotta like come to the games and like damn, I forgot what he said, but I'm gonna actually include that conversation within his content. But like whatever he said, I didn't think it was a big deal. But Adam Silver, he had just got commissioner, and he was
Okay.
just and there was like his first like official like controversy, and he was
Now,
just pretty
you
much
don't
like
think he
appeasing the
handled it
players.
well?
He was just appeasing the players. That's all he was doing. But if it was Stern, he would have told them
But
players to shut your ass up and dribble.
wait. I don't think Stern would have did that. And you said
Trust
he
me.
was appeasing the. You said he's appeasing the players.
Right.
That's who you want happy. They don't want making your money. You wanna keep them happy.
To an extent.
Oh man, still my.
They
bring it if they don't play.
You keep the fans happy. You keep the fans happy. The players are going to play. You keep the fans happy. So that's why you keep the politics away from the sports.
LeBron wouldn't agree with that.
Look, man, that was like the beginning and the epicenter of the Me Too movement, dude. Like that type of racist, fascism, sexism bullshit was just on us. It was the bubble that popped and allowed all this Me Too, Black Lives Matter stuff to really escalate. But I mean, we talking about Atlanta though. Atlanta is America's Wakanda.
Right.
And if you down there and you not representing them people, then you probably need to get the fuck from down there. Just
exactly.
Go ahead. Why can't LeBron buy the team? Why not?
I mean, he could do anything he wants, but he can't force her to sell him the team.
Nah, he can't do that. Nobody can force her to do anything.
Yeah, but that's what the social justice lives want her to do, though.
But if she feels compelled to do that, then
right, and she knows she's doing a piss poor job and representing that team in that city, then maybe you should go somewhere else.
I'm saying like define representing.
If your politics don't align with the base,
so what?
Of which you draw your money.
So what?
So what?
Like Jerry Jones' politics don't align with most of the Dallas Cowboys players.
But okay, so it's okay for a president. So it's not okay for a president, but it's okay for a president of a company.
Woo!
I feel we can have our own political ideology. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as the owners respect. As long as the owners don't discriminate their players, then it's all fair game. You can have whatever mindset you want, but
I don't disagree with that because it's private. It's private industry. It's capitalism. I get that,
right?
But if there's one of the things is, when you hire somebody, is to hire the right person for the right job. You might have a talented person who's good at something, but if you put them in a wrong job, then they may do a bad job and you just look at a talented person as a piece of shit. That's essentially what she is. She doesn't belong in that city. She should go and buy a team in Oklahoma or in Arizona.
Phil, she probably from Atlanta.
She might not be. That's okay. Most people would probably say that you should, if you own a basketball team, you should represent that team's interests. If that team's interests are to be pro-black and whatever, and you can't align yourself with that, then you should go buy an all-white team. That's what most people will say.
That's racist right there.
No, it's not.
That's racist.
How is that racist?
Oh, man.
You're saying that she
Robert.
should buy an all white team.
No, I said if you don't represent the interests of the people that you serve, because even though she owns it, she still serves that base. That team
Right.
serves that team, and she serves her clients who are the customer, who are the people who come and see her team. So if she doesn't,
Most of the people that see her team is white.
But if they
nah,
okay, no,
don't think
if
so.
they even if they white, if they feel like, man, Trump's an asshole, he's the fascist, we need to be more showing that Black Lives Matter and we should be more showing this and that to show that we're part of this. We not with this racism in America right now that's going on. Then the people be like, hey man, is she really a racist? Like, who's the chick from downstate that said Hitler was right about one thing?
Downstate.
Yeah, she from downstate, and she said that she was on the Capitol Square out there the other day. She said it's one thing that Hitler was right about, and everybody looked like she needs to step down because Hitler wasn't right about any fucking thing. He wasn't right about nothing.
Mary
For this,
Miller,
You said who?
a Republican Congressman, Mary Miller.
yeah,
Oh, okay. I didn't hear about that. Okay.
yeah. Well,
I mean,
well,
I was like, go ahead, E.
no, I'm saying like, I mean, it's shit that we, well, not politically, but what I'm saying, it's stuff that we can't say no more. We can't really say you acting gay or like a fad. I don't mind that because I see a lot of people, I hate it, but a lot of people are sensitive. So saying that Hitler was right about some shit,
Oh yeah.
and all these Jewish people, they don't want to hear that shit, dude.
Right.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure they don't want to. I know they don't.
Okay, I can understand that comment, but what did the Dreams owner say that would compel her to sell the team? I still want y'all to convince me why she should sell her team.
Yeah, I you know, but to be honest with you, I know that LeBron mentioned he wanted to buy it or whatever that was. I don't really even know the context of that situation. I know she's a Republican, and what was she closely aligned with Trump and Trump's policies? Or
Yeah.
okay. So that, you know, maybe if that's what led him to say that he should go and buy the team, then that's kind of a weak argument or a weak reason. Now, if she was saying, you know, if the thing she
If
directly,
she said like Hitler one good thing to say, then I can understand that.
if she directly spoke about policies that Trump pushed or statements that Trump said that was direct and blatantly racist, then yeah, I would agree with LeBron.
Yeah, but
Right.
she never flat out said any type of like racial statements.
Okay.
She never did. I mean, because if y'all want to open up Pandora's box, I mean, Tom Brady used to often golf with Donald Trump. I mean, should he not be the Buccaneers quarterback just because he's affiliated with Trump?
But he also
Bill
saw Ed Reed in the door in the hall and like, "What's up, my nigga?"
He did not say that, man.
He did say, "What's up, my nigga?" He said, "Nigga," he did. You heard, everybody heard him. But my whole point is, he got that right to say it. So apparently, more black people feel comfortable with Tom Brady around them than motherfucking Donald Trump.
Dude,
times have changed, man.
Prior to Trump being president, your favorite rapper used to put Trump in their lyrics. Don't act all brand new now, man.
Wait. Look. First off, my favorite rapper ain't never voted for Trump. I can get or was behind Trump probably. I mean, he a businessman and this and that, but when he got in politics, the nigga showed his true colors, true or false.
I mean, y'all, like, as a black man, I don't fuck with Black Lives Matter. So if I was to one day own a team, like, should I not own a team just because I don't fuck with Black Lives Matter?
If you don't involve yourselves in politics, then by all means. If you start to involve yourselves in the politics that affect your fans and your direct, you know, the people that you are responsible for, then it's a fine line. When you go to work, that's one of the three subjects you're not supposed to talk about at work. Religion, politics, and what is the other one? Sex or something like that.
Let me tell you something.
Those three things religion, politics, and sex. You're not supposed to talk about those things.
Now, let me say something about that, Phil. It was a lady. She's with the Black Lives Movement. I met her over coworker house. one. This was maybe about a month ago, and she said, I said the exact same thing you said, and she said that's the problem. We don't want to be out loud and voice our opinions no more. We should be more talkative about our politics and the policies and how we feel mistreated or how we going to vote, even if it is Democrat or Republican. They said that's what's wrong with the black people. They always want to keep things in house. But she said that I gather, I heard what she said. I said, I kind of understand that, but I also wanted to tell her, like, man, if we are so vocal with our we some people, and I mean black people, like right now, some people we can't have a spirited conversation. Some black people can't have a spirited conversation with white folks. I can't. I don't talk to white people that's straight Republican, drink the red Kool-Aid and everything. But at least they know, you know what I'm saying? We can talk and disagree and still be calm about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like black people in general just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like if it is my way or the highway. And there's a lot of white people like that too. So that's why people said, hey, just keep the politics to yourself. You make your vote. You ain't got to prove a point to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I agree with that.
That's why that comes. Just keep it in house.
I think it's important that we have these conversations, but you at work, do your fucking job. Anybody got time for you to be having these drawn out conversations? Because there ain't never been a religious, political, or sex conversation that lasted less than 30 minutes. So you ain't got time for all that shit.
That shit will go on and on and on.
And then all that happens is you end up with animosity because you have an
exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
And then you at work mad. So I agree we need to
right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And now you don't fuck with somebody that's probably, and like I said, I guarantee you, there's Republicans out there, guys, that's genuinely can come on this podcast or we can hang out with, and we'll be great if we wasn't talking about politics. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
That's just it. I mean, everybody entitled to their point of view. You know, that's why you have one. But at the same time, like, you know, it's a time and a place for everything. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the only time black people or any race it has the opportunity to speak their piece on these religious or public political matters is in a political forum. The people who actually carry that interest are going to have those conversations where it's valid. You know what I'm saying? Now you got all these podcasts and stuff and everybody out here voicing their opinions. Everybody's opinions are starting to come out more. And it's just really no good way to direct all that energy because it's everywhere.
But you want to know how the good way to direct your energy? Not talk about it. Vote for who you feel got your beliefs in their best interest and then go from there. And that's what we did. We say we said America going the wrong motherfucking direction. We got to make a change. We need to make a change great because America's not great again. It's more fucked up than ever. So we got to get out there. We voted. We made a change. And now the white people, like you said, like we going back, that felt like, man, it was okay to say whatever the fuck I wanted to say. It was okay for me to do whatever I want to do. Now they realize, Trump not in office no more. Y'all going to have to find some better guidelines to do what y'all do. And they got upset. Yeah. But that's because what we should have did. I mean, it's okay to tell me, but sometimes, hey, shut the fuck up. If you really feel like we need to make a change, take your ass out there, do the voting, make that change, and then, you know, you look up, man, we really made a difference. Nah, but when I say these white motherfuckers, even the white people know who the fuck I'm talking about. Like I said, it's a lot of great white people, but it's a lot of motherfucking buffoons out there that's climbing motherfucking walls and sitting on Nancy Pelosi
clearly we
in
saw
her
that.
office, sitting in her office with his feet over her mail showing. Like, dude, you a fucking clown. Right. You're a fucking clown, dude.
And they did it for the wrong reasons. Because they knew they weren't going to go in there and effectively change anything.
Donald Trump, right, but Donald Trump incited the shit. He kicked that shit off. Donald kicked that shit off, y'all.
No, okay. So what?
And that's why
what did
like
Donald
he should be
say?
charged with treason.
What did the president say?
I don't know all the words. He
did say something.
He said the shit before they went to the floor.
Now,
he had a little meeting, and like you said,
I'm
I believe
paraphrasing here.
this. Okay,
He said something about go up to the Capitol, make sure that your voices are being heard, and peacefully protest. That's what he said.
but
He
when we
did,
peacefully protest, he called us thugs. So what were they yesterday? What were they a
no,
few days ago?
we're talking specifically the event at the Capitol. Let's talk
What are
about
they
that.
called? So what? Okay, that wasn't peaceful.
No, it's just not impeachable.
I
It's not
know. I
impeachable.
say, is it
Peaceful,
peaceful?
Oh,
peaceful. Oh
peaceful.
no, he could be charged with the death of those people.
Yeah.
If
He should
they
be charged with treason because y'all. He incited a riot.
No,
That
he didn't. No, he
yes, he
didn't.
did. He egged that shit on. You a motherfucking lie. Them white folks weren't going out there like that.
No,
He kicked that shit
he
off.
told them to go up there and peacefully protest. As a matter of fact, while they were certifying the electoral vote, um, the general public is allowed to go up in there and watch. So it's not like he was saying anything out of bounds, like, hey, make sure y'all go up to the Capitol, make sure like y'all voices being heard. I mean, the general public is allowed to go up in there to see the process. But we all didn't envision that this shit was gonna happen. But yeah, man, I don't think that he was
he did say you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength. You have to be strong.
right. As far as peacefully protesting. I mean, don't get me wrong, y'all. I am not caping for Trump. I'm just trying to make sure that like y'all don't embellish on his on all his comments. That's all I'm saying.
Don't what?
Trump embellished. Look, man, he told them to
No,
come
what it
down
sound
there,
like you're
knowing what
You
type
should
of people
sound like
was
you're
gonna come down
embellishing that he was a good president.
I never
It
said
sound like you're embellishing.
Now
saying he
you
was a
know.
good-
I never
Now
said
you
he was a
know,
good
based
president.
on the history of Trump's outings, when he goes out and he speaks to his base, the type of shit that happens on the premises, black people getting beat up in the crowds, kicked out, all that kind of let's not pretend like that stuff didn't happen. So he knew what the core of his base was capable of. You have them people come down to the Capitol with the understanding that they've been cheated. You know what I'm saying? That they're being ignored after instilling all this hope, like you said he gave them. What do you think is going to happen?
No. Like I told you before.
No. You
Like
smiling, so you're a lie coming out your mouth right now.
That's when you know he lying. He started cheesing.
If you tell them to come down there and say we have to be strong and we have to take back this, those are forceful words for some people. Okay, especially knowing if your base has an education, a third grade education.
Personal responsibility.
Oh, now it's personal responsibility. See, I thought it was Obama's fault. See, now you can't say it. See, this is the contradiction I'll be talking about. You can't jump back to it.
Like I said, I was talking about the psychology.
Okay,
I was talking in terms of
responsibility of your own psychology. Then what's the difference? You can't change the terms.
Okay,
it's still the same thing.
All right, it's whatever, man. All right, y'all. I mean, I think we beat that with beat a dead horse with that. So, anything else going on?
No, just get ready for these playoff games, G.
Y'all heard about dude yesterday? They're in the city, man, driving around shooting people all over the city.
Yeah, I saw that this morning. So,
yeah, he started in Hyde Park, then he went to 93rd.
Halsted.
Yeah, Halsted. Yeah, I was riding by there. I had to go to Auburn Park.
He went to 103rd and Halsted. Then did he make his way all the way up to Evanston?
Yeah, that's where they caught him and killed him at.
Oh, okay. Damn, man.
One thing that I want to note about that, and I don't know, reporters, maybe they skipped over this. I don't know how, but they said he went back to a place where he had already shot and killed somebody while the police were there.
Right.
But he was still able to get away and go all the way to Evanston.
Right.
How is it not a police chase from 93rd Street all the way back to Evanston? How did they let this dude get away?
This motherfucker must have been Jason Bourne, man, because he was just doing all types of shit, man.
Dude, he had niggas out, G.
Just shooting people.
But they said they don't know why.
That motherfucker was crazy. They ain't gonna never know now.
Man.
I mean, they should have shot to kill him. I mean, honestly, it is what it is. He under those circumstances. I mean, it was likely a mental health issue, but who got time to talk down somebody who out here shooting people in the head? And this nigga was accurate. He shot everybody in the head. He literally shot, and he even shot a little girl in the head through the car. Like this Mark, he was a marksman, dude. He wasn't missing nothing. That shit was terrible. That shit's but that's the city we live in, man.
Yeah, man. We just got like a whole bunch of people that have like a lot of undiagnosed mental issues. I mean, they just walking amongst us, man, and I mean, it's just a lot of trauma in our community. So, but yeah, man. I mean, it's a shame because actually, like maybe like a month ago, like another story just kind of broke my heart because like there was this retired lieutenant firefighter that like got killed going to a popcorn shop. That made me think about my uncle because he recently retired from the fire department. I mean, this man literally gave his life to public service, and you know, I'm sure he was a great pillar to his community. And for like some thugs just to kind of want to carjack him and take his shit and end up killing him. I mean,
and they was young as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I remember the story. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. I do kind of wonder, like, what is it about our personal possessions that make us feel like they're worth our own lives? I don't remember that particular circumstance. What happened? I thought didn't he have a gun? He shot back or something like that.
Yeah,
he shot back. He had a concealing carry.
Yeah.
Okay, so if somebody, do you feel like you own anything or in possession of anything other than your actual life that's more valuable to you than your life, other than your family?
No.
So do you feel like it's worth it to pull out a gun if somebody got to jump on you? Like what triggers you? What do you think triggers a person to feel like they should defend themselves for a car?
I think he only saw one person. Like according to the video that I've seen, I think he only saw one as far as like line of sight, and it was like two more people coming kind of like behind the car. So
okay.
So I don't know.
So I mean, I can understand if you feel like it's a life or death thing where even if I don't get in my car, they still gonna try to kill me. But if somebody, God forbid, you know, get to jump on me and, you know, pull a strap, even if my strap in my lap, I don't know that my car is worth me saying, fuck it, you got me now. I got. You take the damn car. What's gonna happen? You ain't gonna be able to drive it for long.
And that's the thing, the hood didn't get me. I would get out, take the keys. They could drive, it's gonna stop. But guess what? When they stop, I'm right behind you running, popping at your ass because I still got it on me.
Give yourself the
but it's
advantage.
Hard to think,
you know what I'm saying?
But you got to think about, it's hard to think about all that at the same time when that shit's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that too. I just wonder, like, you know, because I done been in life or death situations, and in most cases, I mean, I'm here, so I made the right decision in all them cases. But I just wonder, like, what type of mindset you have to have beforehand to feel like, okay, my car is worth me pulling out a gun and shooting somebody. Or
ain't no material shit really, you know what I'm saying?
But some people feel like that. Otherwise, I feel like
because you work hard for it. Yeah, because niggas feel like I work hard for this shit.
I mean, you could have that mindset, but like when you were like actually in the middle of the storm, like your mind is going like 1,000 miles per hour. I mean, there's no telling what type of reaction that you're gonna have. So you know, I mean, that's a good thing that you made the right decision every time that you was in a situation. Just like when me and Eric was in a situation, I was literally maybe 2 weeks away from actually I was at home for like 2 weeks. You know, I was literally in like the Middle East in that summer. And then I come home and like, you know, 2 weeks later, I'm involved in a carjacking. You know what I'm saying? Like, was I safer in the middle? Or was I safer literally just a block away from my own house?
I mean, but what was your actions in that carjack situation?
Well, basically, I was just driving up and I noticed that Eric was just sitting in the car. So I got out of my car. I was just chopping up with him. He was sitting in his car. I was outside the car, and literally 2 dudes came up.
Carjack.
Yeah, told me to get out the car.
But I wasn't on my point, G, because remember Jasmine had just told me she was pregnant. And I'm like, because when you walked over, you're like, man, I'm back. And we like, yeah, back. You're like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, Jasmine pregnant. And as soon as I said Jasmine pregnant, like these 2 niggas walk up to me, so you got some weed. I'm telling them to go down the street. These motherfuckers up to 38 in the motherfucking tech. So I just tossed the keys. I had some money on me. I was collecting rent. I had some loot. They took that. Took the car. I found the car. 2 days later, a day and a half later, shit, they didn't do nothing but steal the rims.
Yeah, because he had those Omegas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had those Omegas. Yeah, this was like 2003, so like this was literally just a couple months prior to meeting you.
Right.
I haven't even started college yet, so
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, to me, in those situations in Chicago, more often than not, the person that's getting carjacked is trying to do some shit to save their car, and they end up getting killed. I that's what I don't get.
I don't think it's about the car per se. It's just the ultimate violation. Like dude, like
Man, look,
you coming
I
up on
get
me?
it. I
All right,
get it.
I get it too.
When you got to jump on me, you already got a pistol in my face. You
Right.
lost.
He already got it out.
Right.
I
It's
lost.
over. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's over. Like, you know, you all this.
I'm just trying not to get shot now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
I'm just
it's
trying.
but also it's some ignorant dudes out there that would still pull the trigger just because.
And see,
Now
dude
that's
was
true,
so
because
nervous.
I know people that's happened to. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
dude was so nervous. Remember, he was shaking his shit with the tech. I'm like, nigga, it's a head trick, nigga. It's gonna go off. This goofy ass don't even know how to hold it. So I'm like, miss, let's just.
Yeah, you had went to up to the house and then
They
shit.
took it and bounced.
Right, and Shorty drove up, and they was actually pointed it at him, and that's why he drove off. Because I thought they was gonna start shooting, since that's why I jetted out. So, but yeah, man, hey,
Yeah.
that's the life in Chicago, man. That's crazy.
Man, I mean, so many of us float, and you know what I'm saying, in between life and death, just on the decisions we make on a daily basis. So much so in Chicago, I don't think that most of us even notice how traumatized we are by just living here.
Just live here. The shit we gotta be used to with the cops and the niggas. For real.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
And I think that the conversation needs to be had that, you know, y'all got to understand these protocols out here, because, you know, just because you big and bad, somebody, you know what I'm saying, got to jump on you, caught you sleeping, got you lacking. Whatever you got ain't worth you giving up your life for.
Yeah,
You know
you're
what I'm
right. You're right.
So just get that shit away, man. Here, you know what? You got me here, and I'm peace out. And as soon as you get down the street, I'll start turn my car off, and it's a whole nother story, because now I'm not in the compromised position anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I just think people need to kind of start having that mindset in front of them instead of waiting until something happens. Because you can't live in Chicago and think ain't nothing gonna ever happen to you. You can't live here thinking like that.
Well, as far as in inner city, I mean, if I'm living in the Gold Coast, man, I don't got to worry about the problems.
Are you kidding me? They get carjacked every fucking day.
In the Gold Coast?
Hell yeah.
No,
they get
that's where
carjacked
they
every
going
day.
now. That's what I'm saying. That's where they going now.
The
Oh,
majority
wow.
of
They're going now. Yeah.
majority of the carjackers happen.
That's where they hit now. They're not
Right.
hitting. You know, they robbing half hard.
Honestly,
Shit
though,
like
y'all,
that. They're not doing just.
when I was staying up north of Irving and Pulaski, honestly, I didn't fear anything living up there. Nothing.
Yeah, that's a ways. That's a ways.
Right.
Though.
Right.
But I mean, you talking about Irving Park. You right now it's like north of Roosevelt. Shit, that's where all the carjackings happening on Lake Street. I mean, not Lake Street. On State Street. Up there by.
Did FPG Doug get killed like near like the South
He
Loop
got-
area?
Nah, he got killed up north. Yeah.
No, he got killed on Rush Street.
On Rush Street, yeah. Well, we
Yeah,
used to
he
kick
got
it out
killed
over by Whiskey Lounge and all that.
Yeah.
Wow, over
By
there.
Whiskey Sky. Yeah, by Whiskey
Damn.
Sky. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Damn.
So I mean, somebody. Unfortunately, I don't know the depths of that situation. I don't need no dude or nothing about him, so I ain't gonna go into that. But that's broad daylight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that can happen in broad daylight in the street, you can't live nowhere in Chicago and think can't nothing happen to you at any given moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, with that being said, if you either you out here to kill or you out here to live, you know what I'm saying? You got to start building it up in your mindset that, you know what, this is what I need to do if this happen. Not freak out and try to grab your gun and get shot in the back of the head over a 2008 Pontiac G6. Come on, man.
Yeah. You just you
Right.
know, you nervous. You know, like you said, you got the gun. You think I'm really protecting myself, but it's the difference between protect yourself and you got to jump on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Right. Nigga, you got to jump. Nigga, you're not. Ain't no Steven Seagals around here, folks.
Exactly.
You know.
Right. Okay.
That's all.
So, all right, cool, y'all. Hey, any predictions for the games later today?
Bears for the upset. Baltimore. And I'm gonna run with Pittsburgh, even though I would love to see Cleveland win. Yeah. I just don't think they're going to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would love to see Cleveland win, but I'm gonna root for my cousin State. I gotta root for him.
Your cousin State. Don.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She a that hard sports fan, so
okay. Oh yeah. Shout out to Don. Tell her I said what up.
Definitely, man.
Well, I'm kind of going for the Titans. Of course, I'm going for the Bears, but I don't think they're gonna win. And Pittsburgh.
How
about you, Phil? Any predictions? No. Or you don't give a fuck?
I don't. The Bears gonna lose. That's my only prediction. That ain't even a prediction. That's just what's gonna happen.
They gonna lose.
Yeah. I mean, I probably would have said Titans, Saints, Steelers. I probably would have said Titans, Saints, Steelers.
Okay. Hey, y'all! Just the other night, I mean, low key, like the Bulls and the Lakers game was pretty good. I caught like the fourth quarter of it. I mean, it was a pretty good game. Levine, he had a chance to have like hit a game-winning shot, but he missed it, and Lakers ended up pulling it out. But AD didn't play. But
AD didn't play, but Bulls playing some good basketball, y'all.
Yeah, they look like a star D League team right now.
Yeah, they getting you right though, but they getting that, my nigga. He right. They're a star D League team. They really. And you know what? It's mostly the same players. All of this is better coaching, man.
Yeah. Marketing ain't playing either. I don't think he played last night.
Man, they talking about they might trade that nigga, dude.
Yeah, they ain't want to give him his money, man.
Yeah, they might trade him. And like I said, right now, they legitimately could be the 7th or 6th seed in the East this year in the playoffs. Like I'm looking like Zach LaVine, he just so streaky. I love him as a player. He the best dunker, in-game dunker I done seen since Dominique or Vince Carter, but he's so streaky sometimes because he started that same game like 9 for 9 or something, then he kind of tapered off.
He finished for like 38 points.
Yeah, he still ended up with 38, but the way he was shooting, man, Steph, like that same night, Stephen was on ESPN. I was flipping back and forth, and Steph he let it loose, and I'm like, see, he gonna keep going. They came back from like 18, 20 down. And the killer part, I love Golden State so much. I hate that Klay not playing. Because every time Steph little ass go across the court, you got 2 6'7", 6'8" niggas in front of him doubling them. That's all they doing for them.
He don't have that sniper.
Right. You can't double them if Klay on right.
I feel like their team now is better than their championship team, to be honest with you.
If they had Klay, I think that because Wiseman is really good.
You gotta have Klay.
But you need Klay. You need Klay.
Yeah, I mean, he a staple in their offense. But I mean, right now, Wiggins has been playing well.
He played pretty good the last couple of games.
And they got a couple of other players that's been shooting the ball well too. It's just
Pascal playing good. Yeah. They got a nice squad. I like you said, but they be so complete with Klay that they really, if they had Klay, they would give a lot of teams problems in the West.
But the league has changed so much because of that team that everybody's kind of
the league caught up. League caught up to him.
League caught up to him. So
I think that too. I understand. I feel you there.
But this was gonna happen. This was gonna happen with the Bulls. They're gonna trade Markkanen to the Nets or the Lakers or some team that's gonna
get the fuck and he gonna get off.
Yeah, he gonna get a ring. This is gonna be Markkanen year to get a ring. He'll get traded in the next couple of months to a playoff contender.
Perennial team, yeah.
Yep.
Man, I'm officially off the Clippers bandwagon because when I turned from that game Friday, like they was up by like 20. I was like, okay, they got this in the bag. So that's why I started watching the Bulls and the Lakers. So, and once that game was done, I flipped back to ESPN, and I'm like, Steph is celebrating. Did they win this motherfucking game?
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
They constantly blowing leads, man. What the fuck is wrong with the Clippers?
Dude, that's a big lead. Even though it's early in the season, that's a big lead to blow. And I don't care. That was Doc Rivers or Tyronn Lue. There's no way you're supposed to lose that. And that's why I think they got great stars, but they don't have that give it. And I mean, Kawhi a good star, but if he's off, he's terrible to me. You know what I'm saying? Like the nights that he's off,
Mm-hmm.
and it did. Like I said, there's nobody there to take the lead. Is because Paul George and Kawhi are not. They're not alphas. They're great players.
Right.
But it's not that give me the ball. I got to score to stop the bleed.
Exactly. People got Kawhi Leonard thinking he an alpha and he never was.
Right.
He's a great player. He a great player. And but when it comes down to it, shit, Anthony Davis, I know make that basket. I don't agree. Look, I don't know what the fuck going on with Kyrie right now, but when he on the court, he don't take the ball and make the basket. KD, shit, even Steph.
If there's anybody in the league ever who should just get fired, it's fucking Kyrie Irving.
Dude,
they need to just fire that motherfucker.
Did they say?
I fucks with Kyrie.
Did they say why? All right, then what's the reason why he's not playing?
He still ain't told nobody.
He ain't tell him. Kyrie he's his own man. So
nigga, you working a job.
Nigga, you get a job, right? with that white owner, they act like he give a fuck about you and the Black Lives Matter.
Right.
And you can't even show up for your games.
They need to fire that motherfucker. Put him. He needs to suspend him, fire him, cut his pay, something. I love Kyrie Irving. That's my dude. I love him, but
that's why I like him, because he's a rebel. So
you can't be a rebel when he's earning a paycheck, man.
It's a difference it's a real thin line between the rebel and the asshole. Man.
Yeah, fact.
Also, he's an asshole, right?
I think he's an asshole sometimes.
he might be going through something personal. I don't care, man. But whatever it is, it's respect.
At least let the coaches know.
Yeah.
Steve Nash said, "I don't know what the fuck going on over here." That's what he said. Steve Nash said, "What the fuck? NBA players do this type of shit?"
Right. They need to fire that nigga, man. Fire him. And if I'm KD, I'm KD. I came all the way across the country to play with you, and you are doing this kind of shit.
Right. So, I'm over here with the COVID, but I would be playing if it's any other situation.
So the coaches don't know where he is, but do the players know where he is?
Probably.
Maybe.
Somebody might know.
Somebody know my nigga.
But then it is Kyrie Irving. Kyrie don't be talking to people like that though, man.
Daddy.
He got that Nas shit in him. Like 1 minute he'll be cool with you, and the next minute he don't fuck with you.
You know what? Fuck you, Rod, man. That's about the third shot you just shot at me, Tom Brady, motherfucker Nas. I'm feeling a lot of daggers over here, goddamn.
Cool, man.
Shit.
All right, bro. It's what time is it? Yeah, hey man, I got 20 minutes to set my DraftKings. So hopefully this week I'm gonna hit me some big money. Hopefully.
Good luck with that, my niggas. I'm so glad. Like I said, y'all, I could be ripping and running. I'm still trying to be on this show. I love this podcast. Shout out to Nelly. Still shout out to the corner store, man. I love you fellas up.
All right, man.
Yeah, much love, man. Shit, episode 26, y'all. Shit, see y'all next week, man. As a matter of fact, I believe I work a swing shift next week, so we probably be back on a day, daytime. So
that'll work, G.
We need to be trying to get together, man. We need to be trying to get together.
Yeah, we do. Even if we gotta have a mask on and act like we really, we gonna have to do something. I gotta get up with my niggas, man.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, y'all. All right,
Peace.
Well, episode 26, y'all.
We out.
All right,
Bet.
cool.